Hey guys, what's up? Josh coming to you with another barefoot shoe review. Today we are doing, it's wintertime, so we're doing a snow boot, a waterproof / water resistant. And the other interesting thing about this company, so even if you're not interested in a snow boot, you're going to want to hang around if you have extra wide feet like me, because this company is new to the channel and they specialize in extra wide, you know, maybe the #1 extra, the widest barefoot shoe company that I've tried. So hang around if you want, if you're interested in wide shoes or snow boots in the barefoot realm. So before we jump into the review, hit like, hit subscribe, hit notify. Like, subscribe, notify, the usual YouTube stuff. And besides all that, you're going to want to follow me on Instagram at Barefoot Shoe Josh. Barefoot Shoe Josh on Instagram. I do more detailed reviews there than what I do here. And plus, you know, who doesn't want pics of barefoot shoes on their Instagram feed? All right, so do that, and let's jump into the review. Okay, so the company today is called Realfoot. Realfoot, one word, Realfoot, and the model is the Highlander winter boot. The Highlander, it's a vegan winter boot. All right, so real quick about Realfoot, the company. They are in the Czech Republic in the European Union. All their shoes are made in the European Union. They spent 3 years developing their shoes. They do have a unique niche in terms of foot shape and foot size. And what else to tell you? They did 3 years of development, studied feet for 3 years. They have a variety of shoes. So if you don't need this, they have a runner. They call it a runner. It's a running shoe. They have a trekker, which is like a hiking shoe. They have a city shoe, which is just a normal everyday shoe. They have a farmer boot, which is like, you know, just a normal boot, not a snowproof, super insulated, you know, all this boot. It's just a normal leather boot. And then they have this guy for the snow for the winter, extreme, all right? I don't have any snow boots in my collection. I live in Southern California. I don't go to the snow hole a lot, but I realized that's a gaping hole in my shoe supply for when I do go to the snow, which is only maybe once a year. I needed something. I'm like, let me buy these. I bought these on my own. I bought them when they were in pre-order status. They shipped them as soon as the day they received them. They shipped them to me, and here they are. Boom. These are vegan. The company also was formed by two guys. I don't know how to pronounce it. Matthias is probably the equivalent of Matthew in Czech, and then Oldrich. Oh, maybe like Ulrich in Czech. So one of them is like a natural movement specialist and this and that, entrepreneur and all that. So fairly new company to the market, but they have, like I said, they have a selection of shoes. In this winter boot, they only have black, but in some of those other models I mentioned, they got like a Bordeaux wine color. They have blue, they have beige, they have black, different things like that. So, and they have a cool mustard yellow on some of those, especially those farmer boots. I'm looking at those, I'm eyeing those mustard farmer boots or the city shoes. I really like that mustard yellow color. But in any case, here we are with the vegan winter boot. Vegan winter boot. So vegan. Take note of that. Vegan friendly. So this material around the bottom here and around the front, that's all a vegan leather alternative from Portugal. And then they have some kind of textile here. They do have a water resistant membrane. I notice a lot of companies are shying away from using the term waterproof, but you know, it does have a waterproof membrane and the water resistant membrane. They do have a gusseted tongue, meaning no water can get around the edges there, all the way up to right there where you see the gusset ends. So you got about that deep before you got water seeping into your shoe. So nice, nice, nice. Okay. Now, they do, of course, they are a barefoot shoe company, so they follow all the barefoot shoe values, meaning 0 drop from heel to toe, no heels, no toe springs. On the inside, you have no arch support. You have flexible soles. Now, I will tell you, the rubber outsole is 4mm. They do have 2 different types of insoles. These winter, you know, insulated snow boots come with their thickest one, of course, for insulation purposes, because it doesn't do you a lot of good to put on a nice, cozy, warm boot. You're standing on a 4mm piece of rubber on the snow. Your feet are going to get cold, dude. You just got to have some insulation. It's give and take. So on the flexibility and ground feel, be prepared to sacrifice a little here, because these do come with a 6mm insole that's removable. It's called their Enduro insole. I'm going to pull that out. And it's the thicker one. It's got a cork layer on it for some extra insulation, natural materials. Check it out, dig it. All right, but they do have a 4mm insole available on their website. It's like €10. If you want to add that, you can have a variety of things you can do. You can take the insoles out entirely, just go bare, or you can wear the thick one or wear the thinner one, or buy a 2mm one on your own somewhere, a wool insole or something, slip it in there, whatever. You know, you can go 2, you can go 4, you can go 6. You might even find a thicker one if you want to go thicker. But so all these things are going to affect things like how much insulation you have from the snow, how much ground feel you have. Now, you know, with the insole out, obviously look at that. That's the difference, right? You can crumple the heck out of it. What else we're going to show you? Oh, the hot dog bun test, boom. Toasty test, not a problem. All this stuff. So plenty flex. I'm going to put these insoles back in for when I try them on for you in a minute. I'm going to try them on. And then I don't have any snow around right now, guys, so I can't give you a legit snow test, but I am going to let you know about the fit, because we've covered zero drop, no arch support, flexibility, and ground feel. But what we haven't talked about is a shoe shaped like a human foot, an anatomic foot shape. Now, this is where Realfoot has its unique niche. Boom. Look at that, guys. Look at the width on that thing. I mean, dude, it's like my head. I have a big old head, too. Look at that thing. But that is a wide shoe, guys. I recently did a video on my channel, the Widest Barefoot shoe brand, something like that. Check that video out if you have wide feet. But, man, this guy would have probably hit #1. This thing, I think, is, just for reference, I got a size 44 on this. I think the width at the widest point on this is like 12 mil plus. My feet are 12 centimeters wide. My feet are like 11 centimeters wide. So I might actually have room for my feet with a little breathing room. Imagine that. I might even be able to wear my toe spacers in these guys, which is like very unique. Okay. They did keep the midfoot rather snug though. So that's like give and take. I think their idea, from what I read on their website, was to keep it snug in the middle to hold your foot snugly in place, but to give your toes plenty of splay and wiggle room, so that you're not, you know, if they had made it wide here and wide here, then your feet could be moving all over the place, right? So that was their approach, and check out that shape. Boom, Realfoot. I mean, guys, if you have wide feet, check this brand out. If you have extra wide feet. Now, if you're in the barefoot shoe realm anyways, you should trace your feet, know your foot measurements, and that will change over time. But you stay aware of that when you're ordering boots. When you're looking at Realfoot's sizing chart, you're going to want to know your foot measurements. Like my feet are 11 centimeters wide by 27 centimeters long. I always try to leave myself at least 1.5 centimeters, if I can, in front of my toes, a little extra space, especially on a boot like this. Why? With a winter boot, because you're going to want to wear thick socks. You want to keep your feet warm. This is sort of an outdoorsy thing. You know, the more extra space I can have. So I actually have 2 extra centimeters in front of my toes on this particular model. But I did it to exchange that for 10.8 kind of right around here. And then I think it goes to 12 point something at the widest point. So very interesting. So be aware of your foot measurements. Look at their sizing chart. Leave yourself an appropriate amount of space in front of your toes when you're ordering, because you're ordering from the Czech Republic. They only do returns, 14-day returns in the European Union. They don't do free returns to the US and all that stuff. So, dude, get it right the first time. If you don't, what I would do, rather than even thinking about returning and bitching and complaining, because, you know, I hear it all the time in some of the groups. I'm like, dude, you gotta know that you're taking a risk a little bit with trying stuff like this, with shipping costs and all that other stuff. Get it right the first time. First of all, take advice, read reviews. Secondly, save money where you can, like using my affiliate link down below. Next, I don't know if it saves you any money. I'm still working that out with them, actually. But use the link anyways. It helps me out either way. But the other thing is, if it turns out, God forbid, you know, you order the wrong size, you weren't paying attention, whatever, I would rather just resell them in one of these groups on Facebook. Just look up Barefoot Shoes in Facebook. Get in these groups. There's buy, sell, trade groups. Sell them. You can get almost full price for these guys, because people don't want to pay $19 shipping from the EU. So you can resell them for almost full price, reorder the right size. That's probably a better bet than complaining about, you know, them not doing exchanges. You got to understand, these are new companies. Return shipping costs for people that don't do their pay attention to the size charts and all that can be astronomical. They're trying to run a business and stay profitable. Work with them, all right? Do your best, do your research, know your feet and all that before you order, okay? Boom. Gusseted tongue, 6 mm, rubber outsole, black. These only come in black. I did mention some of the other models come in different colors. The price, 163 euros. Right now in US dollars, at the time of this video, that's about 175 US dollars, and then about $19 shipping. So you're looking at about 195 bucks. As I mentioned, though, my affiliate link below, if you click it, it might save you a little bit. I don't know. I'm still working that out with the company, okay? So bear with me on that, but please use the link anyways. It helps me out. It's certainly not going to cost you any more, and it does help me. If this video helped you at all, please help me back. Thanks so much. All right, so I'm going to try these on, do a little dance, show you what they look like on my feet, give you my 2 bits about what I think about this crazy foot shape. I'm excited about it, dude. So let's do it. Hey guys, I'm back here with my final thoughts on the Realfoot Highlander after having tried them on like you just saw, but I've also had a chance to walk around in them quite a bit around the neighborhood and so on. I know it's in Southern California, but it is winter, so it's chilly enough to rock the boots, but my feet did get toasty warm in these things. I mean, 10 mil with that insole, that insulated insole, plus it's got this nice little fuzzy, woolly, sort of Sherpa-ish, I don't know what you call it, lining, but man, it's comfortable and cozy and toasty. And that's what you want in a snow winter barefoot boot. Boom. That's what you need. That's what you got. If you got extra wide feet, you also want to check these out. Now, I can't speak to the waterproofness, but except to show you that I did this. All right, guys, check this out. We're doing the water test. I got a container full of water, well, half full of water in my bathtub. Oh, and we're stepping in. Testing the waterproofness of the Realfoot Highlander. Now I feel the coolness of the water coming through the cloth a little bit, but I definitely don't feel wetness. As a matter of fact, my feet feel buoyant right now, like the air inside the boot is acting as a flotation device. When I lift my foot like that, it wants to float. It's crazy. So I'm in almost all the way up to the gusset, and I feel nothing. Interesting. All right, well, I could stay here for a couple minutes and bore you, but I think this shows that at least the bottom part of the shoe below the gusset is pretty dang waterproof. I don't have snow around here, so I had to do what I had to do to test out the waterproofness, and you saw, I mean, I didn't feel a drop of water on my feet, and they stayed toasty, warm, dry. That's what you want in a winter boot. So if that's what you need, the Highlander's your guy, or girl, as the case may be. And if you don't need a winter boot at all, you're going to want to check out Realfoot if you have extra wide feet. Remember that. Check that out. Check out their other models. Use my link down below no matter what you're getting. Helps me out. It may help you out. I don't know. Again, I'm working out the discount details with them and seeing what we can do. But either way, it helps me. I'm appreciative. Thanks so much. If this video helped you, help me back. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching the video. Catch you on the next video. We'll see ya.